For all this talk about the supposed male loneliness epidemic, there seems to be nothing but painfully lonely females crying about men being lonely. We've got one for you here today from Man Reacts titled Women Can't Believe That Men Are Done with Dating and Marriages in 2025. Let's get into it.
Well, hi, I'm 26, not married, never been married actually. I have no kids. I haven't been on a date in 10 months. Like, honestly, I'm getting really desperate at this point. So, if you are over the age of 40, just DM me. Like, I don't care what it says, just DM me. Like, I need a man. Like, now.
She could easily get herself a date with a guy if she went outside, but she clearly ignores the vast majority of men out there. She doesn't actually want a man, she wants an attractive guy who's willing to give up his bachelor playboy lifestyle. In other words, a man who doesn't exist.
I just want to rant of how hard it is to date in your 30s. I'm on all these dating apps and I feel like it's a joke. Like no one wants to meet up with each other, or they're too busy, or they don't want to just get straight to the point and just meet up in person. Like they want to have all this small talk, and it's like too many people that I have to do this with. And then not only that, like I'm a born again, narrow gate Christian, so it's really hard to find a man that reads their Bibles and can lead me spiritually.
I'm sorry, but a born again Christian in her 30s is an instant red flag. It shows that she's using religion as a last ditch effort to find a traditionally good man. She pretty much wants a man to work for what the previous men in her life got for free.
It's like they're not on the narrow road, and I feel like my soul just tells me, like, no. And I have to fake it. A lot of times I have to fake it. And it sucks. And it's just really hard to date in your 30s. God help us all.
Men with self-respect see these women begging to come back, and we all see what's waiting for us if we do. It's a mess of emotional baggage, trust issues, trauma, all of that crap that we will either be expected to deal with or clean up. Either choice is just not really worth it for us.
The New York Times just posted this article, Men, Where Have You Gone? Please Come Back. So a lot of these articles are coming up where female journalists, specifically single female journalists, make a lot of articles and talk about how men are disappearing from the dating world, and I wonder what the causes can be. Could it be this manosphere, red pill, access to pornography, and like even though those things could do and have had a play in it,
they're so quick to judge the quote-unquote red pill for all of their problems, but the issue is that these women have spent the better part of the last few decades openly ridiculing and mocking us for literally no reason. I mean, what did they expect was actually going to happen?
a lot of it is for the past, especially the past decade and a half, women have been telling men to not interact with them, to leave them alone, especially on an intimate level. Women have been calling men's intimacy useless to them. Well, as a side effect of that, men have been leaving women alone a lot and not interacting with them on intimate levels or seeking out relationships. So a lot of the women who say women don't complain about the loneliness epidemic, no, they write entire articles about how men stop dating women and it's sad to see, and they miss men reaching out and wanting to date them and be intimate and have those relationships, which is just a way wider spread of complaining about being lonely.
And when these women aren't writing articles begging Chad to pay them attention again, they are making videos celebrating the suffering of men. The mere idea of a man going through some personal issues is more than enough to make these women giggle with glee. It's honestly disgusting.
I really just want a man I could like love on and like rub on and like cook for. I just want a life partner. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being alone. I'm tired of not having somebody to fuck consistently. Why don't you guys want to date me? What's the fucking problem? Is it because I'm fat? If it's because I'm fat, that's fucked up. Because this could change if I had the right motivation. But I don't. I'm depressed. I'm depressed and I'm lonely. And
She could have had a man like that at any time in her life, but she didn't want a man back when she was younger. She wanted to have fun instead. And now she wants something long term, but men are not buying it. There's no point in getting with a woman like this.
right now, the only thing that's comforting me are the motherfucking cookies. And the ice cream. And the cake. The pie. All the fucking goodies. Because at least they're sweet to me. At least they're good to me. At least they're there until they're not. Y'all motherfuckers just inconsistent. The cookies is consistently. Always good, too. Fuck.
That's the problem. She could easily go on a diet and become a better person inside and out, but she would rather gorge herself on sweets and feel sorry for herself. That's not men's fault. That's her and her inability to control herself that's to blame.
I'm going to be turning 39 a week from tomorrow, and I am still single, and that makes me sad. Yeah, my own cats are running from me. If you had told 25-year-old Rihanna that on her 39th birthday she would still be unmarried with no children, I would have laughed in your face or been so angry in disbelief, because that is not what I envisioned for my life.
She chose this life for herself. What these women do not understand is that at any given point in her life, even right now, by the way, she can find a man who would be genuinely interested in having a life with her, but she rejected those men, and now even the cats don't seem to want her.
In my early 20s, I was never that girl that wanted to get married right away and have a young family. I wanted to be able to experience life. But probably around 25, 26 is when I was like, I do want to be married. And it has just never happened for me for whatever reason. And I have spent years wondering what is wrong with me. Is there something about me? Am I just not supposed to ever be with someone? And the reality is I don't know if I will ever find my person. And I hope that I do. And I want to have children. But at what point do you let that dream go?
He got it completely backwards. The longer you wait to try and meet a guy and start a family, the lower the odds that's actually going to happen. That's why people met and married young, and it's a system that's worked for literally thousands of years.
If I had $1 for every man who stares but don't say a word, I'd be rich, y'all. Because men, all they do is stare. They'll stare at you 5 to 6 times, look back at you, but won't say a word. They will not say one single syllable. Because I guess it's easier for them to just stare and walk off. Because, you know, your soulmate could be in front of you, but you ain't saying a word.
It's crazy how these women can just claim that a man who glances over in their direction for a half a second is the same thing as staring at a woman. And she could easily fix this problem by talking to men herself, but she'll never do that because it's never her job.
You're just staring. And I know that women have made it worse. They've made it worse on men because they treat them like dirt. Women, if a man comes up to you, smiles, you look at him like you're crazy. If a man comes up to you and talks, you look at him like he's stalking you or like he's some homeless man. Like, women have ruined the whole flirting scene.
She admits that women have ruined everything, that men have significantly more to lose if he tries to approach, but at the same time, it's up to the men to just ignore all of that risk and fix the mess that they created. That's not happening. We have far too much to lose and nothing to gain from doing so.
Like, I'm at this stage in my life where I've been single for so long that I'm not even trying to find a significant other. That is not my priority at all anymore. But there are these moments where I'm just like, fuck, I want a boyfriend. And then I'm like, where the fuck do I find one? Am I supposed to be performative? Like, do I have to sit out at a cafe and like scout for people? This morning I was like, frick, it would be so nice if I had someone to go to the beach with and watch the sunset with, or like go cafe hopping with.
This woman has no idea how insulting she sounds right now. She doesn't want a man for companionship. She just wants a dude to alleviate her boredom, as if men are just entertainers who have to drop everything to keep her entertained.
All my friends are fucking busy, okay? Like, I guess I could go by myself. Like, I already do that stuff. Like, sometimes it would be nice if I had someone else to do it with. And it's not about finding them. It's about finding someone who's emotionally available, who's up to my standards, and is willing to love me more than I love them. Like, maybe my destiny is just to be single for the rest of my life. And that's okay. Maybe that's just God's plan. I'll just be the auntie, that rich auntie with 60 cats and like 30 godchildren and just be single. But
Even when she acts desperate, she still has to cling on to her delusional standards as she's unaware that those are the very same things that have kept her single for this long. But having a Chad boyfriend is something that she will refuse to give up on.
You know what the funniest thing about so many men is nowadays? So many men are no longer scared of being single. They're now scared of being in a soul-sucking, detrimental relationship that's only going to waste their time, waste their energy, waste their effort, and waste their money. They would rather be single than be in a bad relationship. So it's not that men are complaining because they're single. Men are complaining because they've just seen everything as such a waste of time for them lately.
This is exactly what men have been telling modern women for years, but they refuse to listen because it's just easier for these women to be victims than it is to just be pleasant individuals. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.